I'm Chad Thibodeau, responsible for technology alliances at Cleversafe. I've been with the company for just over 3 years in a couple different roles. Right now, my role is over our ecosystem, so I just want to show what we have developed is a technology ecosystem of partners, one of which we'll talk about today, which is Mezio. We did do an announcement back in early February of our solution network, which is our partner program. So again, Mezio is one of those that falls into that. So why did we decide to do this dsNet share solution? So what we're very aware of, as I'm sure you guys are as well, is all of these edge devices, right? Phones. I happen to have 2 tablets, a Motorola Zoom and an iPad. All of these are starting to migrate into the workplace. Unfortunately, you have consumer-like applications such as a Dropbox or an iCloud that are not as secure as what is expected from the IT departments within your own companies, within different enterprises. And so, what exists out there for addressing those problems? There are some enterprise file sync and share applications, and again, we've chosen to partner with one, Mezio, to provide this service to customers while still leveraging all of our value propositions. So, built upon the dsNet architecture, we've now added this application layer to provide a secure file sync and share collaboration that still takes advantage of our scalability, so it scales with us. It takes advantage of all of our security. It's able to, using this application, this dsNet share, people are able to securely share files, collaborate on files, and then data availability and reliability. So again, really complementing all of our value propositions is what the dsNet share does for employees. And again, what this really is doing, right, is it's giving these edge devices the ability to, or users now with these edge devices, the ability to share the files, again, collaborate, bring them into the enterprise more effectively, but most importantly, more securely. And you can do things like, again, collaboration, versioning, secure sharing. You can do public links, and one of the things that we're going to do, that I'm going to do quickly here is I'm going to take a picture of you guys, of the audience, and then share it with one of you via an email address. And then what that happens is it will actually share a public link, which means that it is a read-only link for that person, so they can view, so whoever I send it to will be able to view the picture. You can also, conversely, do a secure share where, within your own enterprise, you could share that same file, but now you can give the user read or read-write access, and again, you can start to collaborate. So you're not going to collaborate on a picture per se, but you could upload a Word document, share that out to someone, and then now you can start to collaborate on that. So, and this kind of just shows the architecture. So again, up at the top, right, you have your edge devices in this public cloud kind of environment. Those then are going to talk to this Mezio cloud platform, and again, that's really going to be responsible for managing and handling all of the secure transmission, doing the access control checks. It integrates with AD, LDAP for assigning privileges to users. And then again, all of that sits on top of our Cleversafe dsNet. So this right here really is your, think of it as kind of your private file sync and share cloud environment that then allows you to expose it to the public domain. And now we're going to do the demo because I think that's the most interesting part. So I think it's going to be better. I'm going to take a picture with this Zoom tablet, again, of you guys. So smile. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is go to my dsNet share, and I'll kind of show you guys. I know it may be a little bit hard to see, but, oh, actually, let me do this. So, yeah, I can't plug this, unfortunately. But, so, in the Play Store, for example, which, again, I'm using this Zoom tablet, is this application dsNet share. So if you just do a search in the Google Play Store, you'll pull up this dsNet share and then download it, And this is available for you guys. The deal is that you have to have obviously a URL, and that's our dsNet share. So you do have to have a URL for it to work. But that's what I've preloaded on my tablet. So this, and we'll kind of show, I guess, the people on the video, but whoops, this is the dsNet share application. So from this application, and again, this has a similar look on whether it's a phone or a tablet, I would then go to upload that file. So I'm going to go and upload the picture that we just took. Okay, and now it says upload. And then what I'm going to do is show you that it's going to reside obviously on this tablet, but where I've uploaded it to is the cloud, right? So now you have this dsNet share that's running off of our dsNet that is now providing cloud access that I can now email, again, this picture to one of you. And so I'll just kind of show you. This is, again, pulling it from the cloud, so it takes a second because it's actually pulling it from the internet. And now you can see this is the picture, right, that we took, or that I took. So now, this is, on this device. Now if I want to view it, I just happen to be logged in on my computer. And now this image automatically appears on this, cloud enabled directory that's now I'm accessing through my laptop. So the picture that we took is this one. And we're going to just take a look. And now you can see again, right, this is the same picture that I showed you on the tablet.
Do you also have a folder integration?
What was that?
Do you also have an integration with the file system, local file system, or only via web?
For this, you mean?
Yes. Can you see the share on your file system?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yes. So, in fact, you bring up a good point. So what I've also done is I've downloaded, there is a application that you can have on your laptop, right? And so now you have basically like a directory structure. So here's the picture. So again, it syncs all of these devices together, the whole purpose, so you can collaborate and share this. So this is the picture we took. This is actually a cloud drive that resides on my laptop. So yes. And again, you can have a kind of a directory structure. I can create folders in this drive, this dsNet, and I can create actually a directory structure folder.
And you have all the features that you can expect, like selective sync or sharing a folder with friends or whatever.
You can't share a folder. You can share files. So you can select multiple files at once that you could share with individuals, but you can't share an entire folder with someone. So.
Do you store all of this information locally, or is that just?
It gets stored. Well, again, everything that I'm showing you outside of this is being stored on that cloud in the dsNet. So the same dsNet that Ramin just used, that's where this image is actually stored. It is stored on my tablet because I took the picture with that, but if I look at it on my phone, what have you. So the other thing I wanted to do, just because, again, I think it's pretty neat, is if someone is willing to give me their email address, then I can send you the link to this picture, and you can open up and, again, view it. And what I'm doing is I'm just sharing an external public link to view that image. So if someone is, like I said, willing to give me their email address, anyone. One volunteer.
Just look at who has the easiest name.
Standalone.sysadmin.
So O-B, yep.
I thought you'd have an easy name.
I got a GeoCities website. Not anymore, damn it.
And again, it's compatible with, again, all these different type of edge devices. It's automatically already synced because I have this also running off of our Wi-Fi network here. It's also synced on this device, and again, I can, show. So again, and all, like we said, just to reiterate, this is all getting pulled off of our dsNet that's located across these 8 different sites. that's where the picture actually is getting located, and it's making a call to our dsNet, right? So in other words, what we did is we did a connector between our system and the Mezio application to enable it to actually work with object storage. So we have a connector now that really ties the two together, and that's why it's able to seamlessly access it from our stuff.
Not to belabor the point,
Sure.
but just to be very clear, that's reading off of your dsNet, right? Is the local copy stored on your desktop, or this is just a pointer to that?
It's a pointer. Yes, exactly. It's a
So
pointer.
you haven't
Correct.
cache and you can't work off
You
of
could. I could actually, if I wanted to, I could download this to my local, but it is a pointer. Yes.
Okay.
On all these devices, except for the original one, they're all pointers.
Okay.
Correct. Exactly.
But
Yep.
Chad,
Yes.
it has made a preview, so it has downloaded the file just to look at it, right?
Well, yes, there do be like, well, no, when you look at it, when I open this up, this again still, there's a cache that is allowing the picture viewer to look at it. You're right, but it's not saving it unless I specifically tell it to anywhere other than like a temp folder.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you delete the file on your laptop, it will not be deleted in the
It
dsNet.
will. So let me
Oh.
show one other thing is, so there's this sync agent, okay, that resides on a laptop or a desktop. Okay, so you have this sync agent. The sync agent is what keeps all of these devices in sync. So, thank you, that was the other thing I was going to do. So if I go and delete, I'll delete my dog, my poor puppy. So if I
Not
delete
your
this,
dog. Oh, that. Yeah.
No.
I
That's a
know,
dog you can
the
delete.
dog's gone.
No, that wasn't. That's not-
and then I sync, what's going to happen is, and it does take, it may take a few minutes, but what will happen is, once I go to this, my dsNet share on this device, that file of the dog is going to disappear. So there's 4 currently that are showing in here, and like I said, it may take a minute, but it
Can
will
you-
actually delete it from all the edge devices. That file will go away, including if I were to delete the one that I sent to you, once it's deleted from the owner's account, then any links that were made publicly available, obviously you won't be able to access it anymore. Correct.
By the way, I got it.
Did you get it? Were you able to open it? Perfect.
Can you lock it so people can't delete it?
So if you,
You
delete
can,
it,
well, so what you can do, and this gets more more for the internal, right, secure sharing, you can set policies on retention times of how long that file is available to those users. Again, how many users you want to share it with, read-write access, all that. So yes, there's a lot of different policies or properties or attributes that you can assign, but that's more for internal. For the external, it's pretty much you make it available, and then if you don't want it available, you just delete it. So any other questions, because I do want to make sure we get to Rob, but any other questions? So again, this is but one of the applications that we've integrated with. We've got some good success. We have customers that have deployed this today, a couple different kind of use environments. One that's very interesting is they're working with school districts and providing like a digital backpack service for students. So students, right, that have a phone or a tablet that the school either may provide or allow, they then can share stuff with their teachers. So they're using it on the educational side to share homework and kind of do that kind of activity. So,
more secure than just a traditional.
and again, much more secure than using a Dropbox or Google, because they can set up all of these access controls for the students, for the teachers, for the school district. So there's a lot of layers of security that they can
So
Only when you use
involved.
private. Correct.
Yep.
So the Cleversafe solution is on site, on premises, at a customer's location. The Mezio application, where does that run? Is it in the cloud or is it on the customer
No,
location as well?
it would be at the customer's location.
Okay.
Correct. Yes. Good point.
People outside of your organization that have to have some sort of share, then they need, to be able to install that on their local computers, right?
So what you can do, so you can actually allow, so if you're hosting, so for example, we're hosting a Mezio cluster, right, locally in Chicago. If we want people outside of Cleversafe to be able to access, all we really have to do is they're going to get the application from one of these stores, either the App Store or the Android Store. We have to just give them the URL that they would point to be able to connect into our dsNet. And you have to provision accounts for them.
But they still have to be able to install on their machine that application.
They're going to install the app.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yep. It is a client that's going to run either again on a edge device or your laptop.
So the user accounts you have to provision for the clients.
Yes,
are
you
they
would have
stored
to
in the
provision.
Mezio application or from the Cleversafe
You would
integration?
provision it from the Mezio application to user
So it's
accounts.
another layer where you have to add maybe Active Directory integration or something.
It supports Active Directory integration. So again, for us internal, we use Active Directory actually to authenticate, but for outside, you would want to either tie into some, whether it's Active Directory, LDAP, or you could just give them an account. They don't have to use Active Directory or LDAP.
Okay.
So.